Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Ronsley, and in today's episode, we're talking about creating your own knowledge bot. As you can see from this video, I have programmed my own knowledge bot with my expertise and my trainings that I have done in the past, and I've put them into this knowledge bot, which I can give my clients, and they can type things into the knowledge bot like, "Hi, I'm a health expert that works with women in their 40s to be healthier and have more energy. Can you help me get on to 100 podcasts as a guest?" Now, the idea here is that it will think and it'll use my trainings and the information that I've already put in the terms of steps, principles, ideas, and it'll help you take that into your own context and find things that will actually align from my training, which is exactly what it's doing right now. It's absolutely phenomenal. And I'm going to show you why it's important for you to create your own knowledge bot. It's really important, it's coming, and it's something that you can actually help your clients achieve results without you actually being in the room. Let's learn. Hey, it's Ronsley. Welcome, you AI geek, to this podcast, My AI Love Affair. Consider this podcast your digital compass, guiding you through the labyrinth that is business growth using artificial intelligence. Running a business as a creative can sometimes be like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. But what if you had a secret tool that could align all the colors for you? That is AI. It's like a master key unlocking multiple doors. Thanks for being here. Let's learn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is episode 46 and we're almost at 50, and it's been an absolutely amazing journey, absolutely amazing ride. If you can't tell, I've got a sty coming up in one of my eyes, and I'm still in Dubai recording these episodes for you. Today, we're talking about creating your own knowledge bot, and we're coming up to episode 50. And episode 51, I've got this amazing conversation that I had with Gary Vaynerchuk about artificial intelligence and empathy, which I definitely think that you should check out. So go subscribe to the show if you've not subscribed already, so that you get that episode as soon as it gets released. But if you've missed the previous episode, I spoke about prompt stacking and context layering in the previous tech stack. So 3 episodes ago, as you know, we released 3 episodes a week, which, by the way, coming into December, we're going to take a break for a month and come back in January. So you've got by then about 60 episodes for you to go back and watch and listen to and get more ideas on. We're going to take a break from publishing, but we're going to come back in January. Anyway, let's get into today's episode. If you want any information around this podcast, myailoveaffair.com is where you go to find that. Let's talk about knowledge bots. A knowledge bot is like a digital assistant that can answer questions, give advice, or perform tasks using information it has already been thought or it has already been learned from, like I showed you in the introduction, just to give you an idea of what this is. Also, for you to think about this, I want you to think about it as a library where the librarian knows exactly what you're looking for and how it can help you get it instantly. But not only that, the librarian can help it apply that knowledge to your current situation. So if you are doing X, Y, Z for a certain type of audience, you can apply the theory of the book, the library, the idea, the training to your current context, which makes this so powerful. And by the way, knowledge bots can do a lot more than just answer questions. They can automate tasks, help you manage your time, and offer personalized solutions, all accessible 24/7. By the way, I forgot to change the spelling of personalized. It's actually spelled with an S for all the Americans. I don't know why you change the English language, but that's personalized. I should have changed that. Let's get into it. For small businesses, especially for one-man people, or one person. For small businesses, or especially for one person businesses, solopreneurs, a knowledge bot is like having an extra pair of hands, an extra pair of brains, an extra pair of everything. And it's a super smart brain, which, by the way, doesn't get tired with the kind of questions you ask it. Some of the times we have team members that would potentially get frustrated because energy depletes, right? However, this is not the case when it comes to a knowledge bot. A knowledge bot can handle customer queries, assist in sales, and even manage parts of your social media, freeing up yourself to do what matters the most. Let's start with a bunch of first principles, which are the basics, and then we'll get into some components and we'll talk about steps to execute or applications that you can use this in. So the first thing I want you to think about in terms of principle is automation. Automation is the idea that a machine can do repetitive tasks for you. It's like a dishwasher cleaning plates so you don't have to. I've used the dishwasher example a lot in this because you would not wash your dishes or wash your clothes anymore, especially in the first world, by spending hours on those tasks. You would just put it in the machine, press the button, and let it do its thing. It also can be related to a sprinkler watering your garden automatically because it's set on a timer. A knowledge bot answering frequently asked questions from your customers is just like having something there without you actually being there present. The idea of automation should be thought about when it comes to knowledge bots. Principle number 2 is personalization. With the right spelling, by the way. Personalization means tailoring the service or product to meet your individual needs. Like I showed you at the start of this in the intro, how I programmed AI Geek the bot to have all my previous trainings that I've done to my clients who are business owners that have podcasts and want to grow their business using a podcast. So it is very applicable to someone in that sphere. It's like Netflix recommending shows based on what you already watched, or your local barista knowing your coffee order. A knowledge bot suggesting products to a customer based on their past purchases is very personalized when you think about a principle. So first principle is automation, second is personalization. The third is accessibility. Accessibility is making your services or products available to as many people as possible. And it comes down to you thinking, oh, but I should niche. And yes, in your niche. However, when you're thinking about accessibility, you're thinking about people in your niche that are not like everyone else. For example, elevators in buildings for those who can't use stairs. Subtitles on a video for hearing impaired. By the way, we have a client called Melanie who woke up one morning and was deaf. No jokes, it is not funny at all. She's a podcaster that turned deaf overnight, and subtitles in our trainings have been huge for her, as well as even in real time, having an event that she can have transcriptions in real time so that she can understand what we're saying and what we're doing has been absolutely amazing. And to see her participate where she couldn't otherwise was an absolute game changer. So a knowledge bot that can answer queries in multiple languages is another example of accessibility, because now you can take your whole podcast and turn it into every other language on the planet if you're a podcaster. But think of that in a knowledge bot sense as well, that you can answer questions in different languages from your ideas and your trainings. So 3 components for you to think about that layer this knowledge bot idea. The first one is natural language processing, NLP. And by the way, NLP helps the bot understand human speech or text. And you know I've spoken about NLP a lot in previous episodes, primarily because it is an important component in artificial intelligence. And most of us don't really know what it means and how it applies. So it's like a smart parrot who not only mimics words, but also understands the words it's mimicking, which is crazy. It's like a translator at a United Nations meeting. It's like Siri, understanding your voice commands. So natural language processing is taking your human language and understanding what you actually mean when you say things in a certain way. Component number 2 is the database. This is where the bot's knowledge is stored. And if you want to get complex, there are different types of databases, from spatial to normal databases that we are learned in. And certain things in a database sense are really important, like making sure that there's no redundant data, so on and so forth. So think of it as a treasure chest of information, a teacher's grade book. It's like your smartphone's contact list, right? This is all places where knowledge is stored, and that's a database. That's component number 2. Component number 3 is the user interface. This is actually how you interact with the bot. If you notice, the start of this episode was me showing you how we interact with the bot. That interface is very important. It's like the steering wheel and pedals in your car. It is you using that to direct the car. The buttons on the TV remote help you direct how the TV and what the TV does. And the chat window in a customer service website is also really important. Where it sits, how it doesn't intrude people's experience, is a very important component that you need to think about. All right, let's look at applications. Application number 1, customer service. When we think about knowledge bots, it's probably the first thing that comes to mind is customer service. So knowledge bots can act as first-level customer service agents. And we've seen this before, but it hasn't been using intelligence before. It's just been using the database without intelligence. So information is stored in a database. If you ask it the question that's relevant to the information stored, it'll go and find that information specifically and return exactly what's in there. However, with knowledge bots that have artificial intelligence on top of it, it can take that knowledge and that information and apply it to your current specific situation, which is what makes it intelligent. So it's like answering questions on a business website, assisting with bookings and reservations, guiding a customer through a return this process. And not only does it just do things that are in search, like I mentioned before, it can actually answer in human language and ask for more information before it gives you results that you're actually after. So that's application number 1. Application number 2 is content curation. It can actually suggest relevant content and products to users. So offering articles or podcasts related to search queries. For example, if you have, like myself, a database of over 1,500 interviews, that could be inputted into your knowledge bot, and it could be very specific where someone says, I need to do X, get on 100 podcasts in the next 100 days. Can you help me? Not only will it say, this is the way to do it, but for more information, go listen to episode number Y on We Are Podcast. That will actually help you with more clarity and personalization of what you're after, which is so powerful, right? It's like recommending add-on products during an online checkout process, personalized learning paths in an online course. Just think about how you can curate content for your clients when you create a knowledge bot like this. And by the way, this is not difficult to do, especially for someone who knows what they're doing. So that's application number 2. And finally, application number 3 is data analysis. Knowledge bots can analyze data and offer insights that are very personalized to where you're at in your journey. So spotting trends in sales data, recommending when to restock inventory, giving fitness advice based on workout metrics and current body stats. These are really interesting applications, especially when you have a very particular method of helping your people do the things that they're after. And these applications are important because not only do you get to take a knowledge bot and put it in a place that actually gets used, you can also understand why these knowledge bots are going to be so important for you going forward. Again, this is episode 46, why you need your own AI knowledge bot. If you want any information on us and what we do, go get the aigeeks.co/free. It's 20 free lessons for you to understand how to delegate your business to AI, how to use artificial intelligence to do some basic things and just get started so that you can contribute to the conversation. And I want you to contribute to the conversation. So if this is the first episode you're listening to or you're a regular, thank you for being here. I love that you're here. Catch us in the next episode and share this episode with a friend. Talk soon. AI Geek. Thanks for listening. Your job doesn't stop here. I want you to lend your voice to the conversation. So you can join those conversations, discussions, new trainings, new recordings, and the rest of the AI Geeks by going to aigeeks.co/Discord. Also, share this podcast with a friend, another potential AI Geek. Until then, much love.